Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Delhi. And this is still our tutorial or walkthrough where we're trying to explain all of the mechanics as they come up and our reasoning for doing everything. So we're going slow through new things. Anything that we've seen a bunch before we'll just breeze past. Unless I think it bears repeating. Okay, so let's try to capture their other fort here. Leave them beat up. Now, we could hand this over to Jarkand and potentially take it from them in the peace, take it for them in the peace deal. Okay, so we capture their capital. And we have an event. So several leading members of the government are deeply worried about some changes proposed to how the realm should be ruled. So we could agree that we're taking the country in the wrong direction and lose 50 administrative power. I really don't want to do that. We could ignore them and lose 10 prestige. Or we could just lose 5 diplomatic power, since our leader is charismatic. So let's do that. Jampur is offering to give us this province 10% of their income for the next 10 years and 130 ducats if we stop hurting them. We don't want to spend any more manpower sieging them down, so we should give them a peace deal. Let's take that. That sounds like a good idea. Take their money. That will upset some people if we give this province away. If we take it. Because we didn't mark them as a co-belligerent, so they are worth... Anything we take is double the aggressive expansion. That's only 12. Yeah, I want one of their forts to weaken them. Let's isolate them diplomatically. Let's force them to give up their cores on some of our territory. Sure, so we'll get some prestige. And we core what we took. Yeah, we need to keep our overextension beneath 100, but we're in no risk, as far as I can tell. No, only 13. So we can just keep up the warring. Going to upset Mewar, who won't exist, and Jampur, who's in a truce with us, so we're okay. And again, core what you conquer. Let's get some more manpower buildings. We can get 359 out of that one, 375, 375. Okay, so we're a nice sized country now. If you look at the list of great powers in the world, we're ranked as number 3rd because we've got institutions embraced and a lot of development. Timurids are 8th place. And if they don't deal with their rebel problem, they're going to drop even lower. Okay, so when can we annex them? 4 years. And we buddied up to the Ottomans as planned. What we want to work on. We can create a fleet. Sure, let's do that. At some point we're going to want a fleet anyway. And their options didn't look too great. And we're still building a lot of manpower buildings. Some of them are almost done. So Bagel Khan likes us, and we've alienated them quite a bit by being so aggressive. But we need to do something with their diplomats. So let's work on improving relations with them. Because we could potentially vassalize them. Okay, military attack. Now we're no longer ahead of time, and somebody's beat us. The Ottomans have. So let's get ourselves some better cannons. Our armies don't actually use cannons, but the technology, the better technology. Okay, Andra is attacking Bamanis, trying to eliminate them or humble them a little bit more. That's kind of nice because Bamanis was the biggest problem I had with my little test game of Delhi, just to see what to expect. And we can expect a rebellion down here in Rewakantha, so let's send our army down to deal with it. So we can only improve relations with another nation by 100 points. So we get an alert every time that threshold is reached. And I just call back the diplomats. Okay. Gujarat is allied to Malwa. Can't expand through Balochistan. We could fight against the Timurids, but I just don't have the manpower to fight against a nation that big and siege out forts. Can't go north without fighting Timurids. Guj, we could vassalize Nepal. Let's buddy up to Nepal a little bit. Eventually we might clash over interests. Eventually we will, I should say. But for right now, they're fine. They're neutral. They haven't caused us any problems. Okay. Faithful Muslims undertaking their pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca have recently come under attack by roving bands of brigands. The scum have now become bold enough to attack even the larger caravans. Many lives have been lost. The people are crying out for justice, and our most pious warriors have asked for permission to escort these pilgrims safely through the realm. So we could tell them yes, get some piety and prestige, sure. Or we could lose piety and prestige, but again, commit to the direction you have chosen. Either have your piety at 100 or negative 100. No middle ground, wishy-washy stuff. Different religions, you have different mechanics. If you're, for instance, a Buddhist nation, you try to keep your karma, something you have instead of piety. You try to keep your karma balanced between good and bad karma. And we can get more diplomatic technology. Let's do that. Now we're 12 years ahead of time on those two kinds of tech. Yeah, this great ruler we've had, him staying on the throne until the age of 54, has really been a blessing for us. Okay, we're starting to make some money, so let's start investing in that fleet. We've only got one place where we can make buildings, ships. We're allowed 13 at the moment, so let's just start making some cogs. Cogs are transport ships. Okay, why those? Well, if we look at our trade, we could make trade ships, and they could be assigned to working here to increase our trade power here in the Indus. But the trade that flows up to the Indus goes to Samarkand. And that's a problem, because we don't collect there. It doesn't go to our node. So increasing our trade power here by making trade ships doesn't make sense. So what else could we need? Possibly big warships. They're pretty expensive. Instead, let's just get the ships necessary to move our troops around. We need to invade somebody navally. And these are the ships that'll be handy. And we ran out of sailors, which is like manpower for ships. So we have to wait till we get some more, and then we can order construction of a larger fleet. Okay, rigorous researchers. We just get 40 of each of the 3 types of monarch points for free. Great. And we could keep making some manpower buildings, but I think for the moment, we're all right. I was trying to get caught up on tech a little bit. And the next thing that we're going to get is this adaptability. Okay, so within cities, there's both the merchant guilds and the ulama as a source of authority, and sometimes they come into conflict with each other. So we're going to have to pick a side. So let's side with our merchant guilds. Why? Because then we can get money from them. And if we really needed to, we could give money to our ulama, clergy, to make them more loyal. Okay, how long has this video been going on? Now, only 15 minutes. I think this is going to be a short video. Well, I'll try to hold out. I'm just starting to yawn a lot and get tired, so definitely need to get a break. And hey, let's get this second administrative idea, which makes core creation 25% cheaper, which makes it, in effect, 25% faster. And there's also a nice side effect that we've unlocked 2 administrative ideas here. So when we look at the cost of our administrative technology, it's actually reduced by 2% for each of the ideas we complete. And we haven't completed any diplomatic ideas. We only have administrative, nothing diplomatic, nothing military. So we don't get the same bonus here. Yeah, we can make a state here. And we'd have to make that territorial core a full core. Unfortunately, that is now 25% cheaper to do. Now let's give that to our Demi. Okay, we've got lots of money. We could start spending some of it. We're also ahead of time on 2 kinds of tech. We're going to come up with some uses for those points. Thinking we could just develop a little bit. Okay, we've got some diplomats that aren't doing a whole lot here. Improve relations as much as they can go in quite a few places. And Nepal likes us now. Let's buddy up to Andhra. We haven't worked on them. At least not in quite some time. Chanda. They'd become our vassal if we asked. But again, we're over our limit by 2. So we need to get rid of one of our subjects first. So the first candidate for that is going to be Garwal. We could start annexing in another year. Actually, in about 7 or 8 months. Now we have enough cash to become Defender of the Faith. That's not the best use of our money right now. Okay, so we could get some more manpower buildings if we wanted to. Ooh, this one's worth 607 now that we developed it. $250, that's about all the ones I want to do. We'll save the rest of the money in case of emergency. I'm seeing that Timurids are starting to have some rebel problems again. Right around here, Afghan separatists. Put down the other rebellions. Ottomans are conquering this part. The nearest Mesopotamia region. And we just have to wait another month and we can start integrating Garwol into our country. Oh, Gold Rush. Okay, so with that Gold Rush coming, let's build some more some more tax buildings, some temples. And let's get a trade building here in Thada. Okay, so this seems like an appropriate stopping point. We're not going to be launching any wars immediately. But we are getting back a decent amount of manpower. 8 years we can invade Jampur. I'll see if any opportunities present themselves anywhere else. Regardless, we're going to save this. And if you like this video, please consider liking it or subscribing to my channel. And if you have any questions about the gameplay or rules, feel free to post them below. Thank you.